Hello.
What's your channel name again?
My what?
What's wrong with you? Avoiding the whatever. Why aren't you live yet?
It is live.
Yeah.
Probably like a Twisted Metal song.
Yeah, what whack-ass Shinobi song is this?
This is Twisted Metal too, man. You don't know shit. You never know shit. I don't even know why I get riled up every time.
This is Twisted Metal?
Yeah, Twisted Metal too. It's the Los Angeles thing.
This is hella getting muted.
All the
You
one.
think so? Why?
yeah, this shit's already muted.
Why the fuck is this getting muted?
The first
It's
version of
gone.
the podcast is gone, dude.
Shit's over. You know, we're not going to be able to talk for 30 minutes now. There's no point in us even being
We should just sit there and just, like, not move our mouths.
Hey, you know what? Can't you just bypass that? So say if Eris stops the stream right after the song is over and then restarts it up again, wouldn't that just bypass the whole thing?
Yeah.
Just in case if it does get muted?
Well, you can just whatever. Fucking who cares?
Burger's pretty good.
Burger or song?
Burger. It's not even a
Is
burger.
it even a burger? Isn't it like a donut?
Honestly,
What?
if you ask me, I think Jack in the Box burgers all suck except for the new jalapeno burger in the Munchie box. That shit is super fucking good.
I have not had that yet.
I don't know what it is about Jack in the Box burgers, but they all taste like they're fucking drowned in mayonnaise, and I don't like mayonnaise. So to me, they all suck. But the jalapeno burger, which is it's a regular burger with those jalapeno poppers and nacho cheese and regular jalapenos all inside the regular burger, it is legit.
Does it have jalapenos inside the patty?
No, it's a regular patty.
Okay.
But you know the construction of the burger is what makes it good because they put the three poppers in a triangular shape. And then they pour the nacho cheese and then sprinkle so it's like a reservoir of nacho cheese. And
Wait.
Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers are inside the burger?
Dude, the fucking poppers. Yes.
What?
Yes, dude.
Okay,
I'm trying to tell
I'm gonna
you
go get
something.
one. Damn.
I'm telling you, it's legit. It'll ruin your butthole, but it's really
fine.
good. Yeah.
You can't get one for another hour, though.
That's fine.
You have to remember, you can only get it after 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's the ticket. And you can only
That
get it
sucks.
after you look at flowers, too. That's the rules. Anyway, what's up, Internet? How you guys doing? It's Thursday. My name's Eris. I'm joined, as usual, by Rip and Rixta. How you gentlemen doing today?
Feeling good.
So there's some weird stuff going on that I feel like is a little bit out of my jurisdiction. As you guys know, I am an expert at the internet and computers, but I feel a little intimidated by this news. So I figured I'd wait before I dig all the way into what this really means to talk to these two clowns on the show. So Twitch TV, something has happened. Everyone was real upset about it. I heard about people leaving Twitch TV for something called Hitbox TV that I don't even know what it is yet. I heard it's another streaming avenue, I suppose. So I'm hoping that one of you two at least can give me a clearer picture on what has changed and what the pros and cons are. Do either? You're so fucking obnoxious.
Hold on.
It's like a cup full of ice.
I know, I drank all of it. I'm pretty mad now. I'm
Yeah,
thirsty.
well, fuck. All right. So, Rip, do you know what's going on here?
Well, there's a couple of things. So, first of all, Twitch, I guess they incorporated a new content ID sort of system for their videos on demand. So basically, when your stream is archived, it gets archived in 30-minute chunks, and now they've got this content ID system that searches for copyrighted music that was in your stream, and if it detects any, it blocks out that 30-minute chunk of your archive.
Okay, so is this is similar to what happened on YouTube?
Yeah, except on YouTube, it didn't mute you. What YouTube did was they just said, okay, you can't run ads on this anymore. You know, we're going to let the original copyright owner run ads if they want to do it. On Twitch, it's more of a, hey, we detected there's something here that you're not supposed to have permission to use, so boom, you're getting muted.
Huh.
And they can't just mute that section of it. Like, since the entire thing is stored in like 30-minute chunks on their servers for your archives, that whole 30-minute block gets knocked out.
Completely. So you have no audio.
Muted.
And that's what I heard. The first thing I heard was a bunch of people hitting me up on Twitter saying, "Hey, you know that no death run you did the other day on Dark Souls? It's all fucking muted."
Oh
So,
God.
like that kind of sounds really lame. Like I'm not really too happy about it. But then again, I think okay, there must be a purpose here. This is heading in a direction, right? I thought maybe it had something to do with YouTube. Like I thought maybe I had heard rumors that YouTube or Google or someone was buying Twitch. I thought maybe this was part of the process. Earlier today when I was streaming, I think it was Socrates in the chat room said that this is a strategy for a company to become more buyable. Like this is what they would do in an occasion where they might want to be bought, you know?
Hmm.
So I don't know what that means, but are there any pros to this for us as streamers?
As streamers, I don't think there are any pros whatsoever.
There's nothing good about it.
Nothing good for a streamer.
And what about for like a viewer?
For a viewer, I think there's also nothing good about it. I think the only person that benefits from this is Twitch because they avoid getting copyright strikes from the companies, right? So I guess like there's that DMCA law or something like that, or DCMA, I forget what it is, Digital Copyright Millennium Act, whatever. Digital Millennium, whatever it is. That law, it basically prevents Twitch from getting in trouble if the users have copyrighted stuff on their channel, right? So technically, if the streamer is streaming copyrighted material, the record company can come after that streamer specifically. I think that's my understanding of it. So technically, Twitch is protecting its streamers in this way, which is kind of BS, right? I mean, none of this ever actually happens, right? But the law is the law, and sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like these types of laws have always, since the beginning of me even making YouTube videos, have been just bullshit. Like, we feel like it today, we don't feel like it tomorrow. One video gets flagged, another video is like, it's cool. It doesn't even... Some of my videos have no music in them and they get flagged. Like, just the sound of my voice is so beautiful, they think it's some kind of music. What the hell is up with that?
Who knows, dude? I mean, the whole copyright game is just stupid, man. Like, I mean, I was tweeting about this just because I was getting upset about it.
I noticed.
Over nothing. But it was like, when we want to run ads on our YouTube content, we would need to partner with YouTube.
Right.
And for that to happen, you need to have permission to use the content in your videos. So when I first started Level Up the Game channel, we put up the Tekken 6 tutorials. I was like, hey, YouTube, we got a bunch of subs and stuff. Like, let us partner. And YouTube was like, hey, wait, you don't have permission to use Tekken content, so no. So I went to Namco, and they were like, no, we can't give you permission. I was like, okay, so I have to partner with one of these bootleg networks like Machinima or whatever, because they have permission, even though they actually don't have permission to run ads on the network, right? So they have permission to run ads from YouTube, but they don't have permission to run the Tekken content, right? But if I partner with them, they take a piece of the pie, and I can make something out of it still, right? So that's what most people are doing. And no one really has permission for that, so you can't do it. Twitch, on the other hand, says, oh, you want to partner and run ads, but you don't have permission for that video game content? Whatever. Go ahead, run ads on it. Right. We don't care. And then, but oh, wait, you're doing music now? You don't have permission for that either? Well, we care about that one sometimes. Only for the videos on demand, not if you do it live. So it's all screwy. None of it really makes any sense to me. And the music part of it, what was I going to say about that?
Well, let me stop you there. I mean, while you regain your composure, you look flustered. But you did mention that it's only in the archives. And that's what it seems. Everyone is saying it's only the archives. This does not affect live streaming at all. But basically, cutting straight to the chase, what this means is, as a streamer, if I decide to play any music, more or less, people who don't watch it at that moment live will not be able to watch it because it will be muted.
Right.
So, I mean, I personally didn't think that many people watched any of my videos in archives, but apparently people are pissed. Like, some people really, hit me up, like, dude, you got to stop playing music. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is like, what do you mean stop? I mean, it's like the coolest part, you get to listen to tunes and play, and it's, really fun,
Yeah.
I just think that's a really big hit for streamers and viewers, and I mean, I don't really see the purpose other than the whole idea of Socrates saying that, it's them trying to become more buyable.
Right, and like you were saying earlier, the rumor about Google was going to buy Twitch, but apparently that was just the start of the negotiations between them. I want to say Google. I think it was actually YouTube was going to buy Twitch, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Point is, Google owns YouTube, and Google is going to buy Twitch if that happens. And of course, YouTube has this content ID system in place because they were getting sued by other record labels, etc. Right? So they put up this content ID system, and then the record label said, "Okay, fine, we won't sue you anymore." You know what I mean? Just make sure you take these things down as your system picks up, kind of deal.
Hmm.
And now I guess the reason the Twitch buyout never really happened, like, and I've asked some of the Twitch people about this, and they're all very secret about it, like can't talk about it, can't talk about it. So it sounds like things are happening behind the scenes there for that to go down, but at the same time, it sounds like this might be one of those issues, in their way, basically, like YouTube's like, oh well, maybe we buy Twitch, then our lawsuits are going to come back from these guys, even though we have this content ID thing on YouTube, so they're probably trying to hammer that out. That sounds like it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, this is big business stuff. This is way out of my jurisdiction. But as far as for myself, especially during the summer, I've been streaming a lot more, and a big part of the fun of that is the music. So if the music's gone, and today, even though sometimes I do stream Dark Souls without music, today I was just thinking, since I can't, I was thinking that really sucks. It's like something that I'm not too happy about. So I don't know, Ricky, you were saying earlier your entire archive is muted now, right?
Pretty much. I mean, that was the only thing I did my stream for it. And, for me personally, since I don't make any money off of Twitch or anything, I don't really care about the whole music thing because it doesn't really affect me in my stream. But I can understand why people would be mad, especially, like people. The big thing is that the guys that play just any video game, and they just play the regular, background music from the video game.
Right.
That can get flagged.
Yeah, what about Rock Band? Some people
not
stream
even not even just like Rock Band, just like a Mario 64 or something. Like regular ass background music can get flagged because that it's under that kind of like
That
copyright
content ID
thing.
system can pick it up, yeah, basically.
That's
So
what I'm
a
saying.
lot of the Nintendo music is like that, which is why the Nintendo one is such a big deal on YouTube, and which is probably gonna be a big deal on this. I mean, I'm just thinking like all those speedrunners for like Mario 64 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like their stream archives are basically going to be nuked after this. So sucks.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I wasn't planning on putting that No Death Run up on YouTube because I did play all that music, but I still like the fact that it was there. It was archived and I could go watch it if I wanted to. It feels like they're invading in my privacy. What the hell, I don't know.
Dude, it's not even just you. I mean, you know about Dota 2. They had that $10 million tournament, right, by
No.
Valve.
Okay.
Okay, so Valve is the company, right? They published Dota 2. I think they developed it as well. Not sure. But Dota 2, $10 million. It's a huge esports event. I think it was last month. It was streamed on Twitch, and the archives are muted because they were playing Dota 2 music
Wow.
in their Dota 2 stream from the game they made. Like that kind of shit obviously will get worked out eventually, but it's just stupid.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, the other big issue that they had too was the highlights, I guess, right, where they said there was a 2 hour limit, and I don't know if it's for, I guess it's for, if you ever did highlights, you can only do it in 2 hour limits, right? So speedrunners at first are getting super pissed because obviously, like, what happens if you do a speed run of a game and you 2 hours and 15 minutes?
Right.
You're not going to get the entire thing. So Twitch at least heard that. They said that they're getting rid of that because they realized like that's really dumb. Because obviously, some guy that's running Final Fantasy VIII speed run and he hits the world record at 7 hours or whatever. It's still gonna be a pain in the ass for him to split that up into 3 videos or whatever. So at least say they're listening. But it's we called this like what, a month ago, 2 months ago when we heard that Google
I
was
thought
getting
everyone was kidding.
No, man. When Google was getting their fingers into Twitch's vagina, we all knew this shit was coming. We all
Twitch
knew
has
the
a
music
vagina?
thing. Yes.
Well, I don't think they do. So,
Well, they
Who
sure don't
knows
have a
what they
penis.
have. They got a weird butt.
Like, we all knew the music thing was gonna happen. Like, and the fact is that they said that the whole we're not gonna mute live streams. Like everyone is like yet. Everyone on Twitter,
Yeah.
on Reddit, whatever. It's like
Okay.
everyone just says yet.
Okay.
They're waiting. They think it's gonna come.
That's the next thing I was going to ask about. So the two remaining things that I'm curious about is, first of all, how possible is it for them to actually mute live streams? Is that something that they could literally do? Like it would work?
I think so.
I think so.
So
It's like Shazam.
what is the rationale behind them only doing archives? and not
Maybe
just
it's I would assume it has to do with the bio thing with like YouTube and a content ID system just trying to work around that. Like they'll say like, well, it's archived video, you know what I mean? And maybe this will be a workaround for them. Like we can't control it live, and that'll be their excuse to kind of keep it there because they know they're going to piss everyone off if they make it get muted in live too.
What about YouTube streaming live? Does the YouTube thing pick up live streamers that are streaming through YouTube?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I've never used YouTube to stream, but I don't know. That would be a good sign if it didn't pick up live streaming on YouTube either. You know, so I don't know. The other thing I wanted to ask about is this Hitbox TV. So to me, okay, this is all bad news, but it's pretty fucking surprising that everyone would just be jumping ship. Like the whole Twitter feed was like, oh, I'm out of here. Oh, man, this name is taken. People are just snatching up names on Hitbox so that the people that migrate over won't be able to get the account names that they want and blah, blah, blah. And it just seemed odd to me that everyone would just jump ship like that. What's the rationale there? Do you guys feel like that's a good idea?
I mean, Twitch is kind of going downhill in terms of like, you know, first they had the chat delay thing, you know what I mean, and that stream delay, chat delay thing still bothers the hell
A
out of me.
lot. Yeah, it fucking
Right,
sucks.
and Hitbox doesn't have that right now, and that might be a thing, just like where it's like Hitbox isn't big enough yet, where they have to implement something like that for their
Yeah.
servers, whatever. But even if that's the case, it's still so much better. You know, so I can see why people are jumping. I think a lot of the partners are still going to stay with Twitch. I think Twitch's partner subscription stuff is just going to be higher quality and more consistent than something like Hitbox. And you know, obviously, your audience is going to be larger on Twitch than it would be on a third party site like Hitbox or whatever.
Right.
So you know, I hope that if people are jumping ship, that Twitch notices and tries to do something like fix the stream delay or something. If Twitch fixed their stream delay, I would work my way around the music thing and stay with Twitch basically. But if they have it to like I can't have any kind of music, I have this like 1 minute stream delay. It's not a minute, but you know if it gets worse or whatever, you know, then like it's just gonna get more and more ridiculous. And then how long till I want to switch to something that has no delay, lets me play music or something? You know, it's interesting.
It's a deal breaker for you, huh?
Eventually down the line it is. You know, I mean, it's just like one thing at a time. Like what's next? Like everyone has to log into their Google Plus account to type in the chat. So
That's
that way
what
don't
they're
have
saying?
people making errors, farts and rips mouth, just followed or whatever. You know, like maybe.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Ricky? Do you have any feeling of wanting to jump ship? I mean, it's a
No.
different story for you too because you're not partnered. You know.
Yeah, for me, I'm more of a viewer. In my opinion, I'm more of a viewer than a streamer. So I can't see myself, changing for any, unless like, something big happens with Twitch where tons of people leave, because Twitch essentially is a monopoly. And I mean, like if Spooky, decided to go to Hitbox or something, it'd be a big deal. And I think a lot of people would go and watch or whatever, but I still think he would lose a ton of viewers from
Yeah.
that too.
Didn't he
So-
go? He went to Owned or whatever. Owned.
Yeah, for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think people were all just like this, this site sucks compared to Twitch,
Yeah.
And now Twitch is starting to suck, so maybe people will go to other places. I don't, and the other thing too is that I don't know how just random viewers are gonna like the transition over if they have to, because, Twitch is like a weird community where, their unfunny jokes can be put with the kappa face at the end and it makes it automatically funny.
Yeah.
But you can't do that in other places because they don't have a kappa face. You have to type in kappa normally, and it's like that's not as funny, So they're gonna lose all their stupid faces and all that kind of crap.
It's that kind of ties into the whole thing that Rip's really pissed about, the chat delay. I mean, the faces are really what made Twitch so dope, and the chat in general. It's just so brutal and ruthless and everyone's a dick. And that's what's so dope about it. You could just be a dick. And you got all these cool tools like Kappa faces to be a dick with, So it's like pretty cool. I can see the appeal there. And then with the delay, it makes the bad jokes even less funny a lot of the time because it's 30 minutes late and shit. It's like, all right, I thought of that shitty joke an hour ago, And then, now there's even more stuff like the music and stuff. But for me, I don't feel like it's necessarily worth jumping ship. And this is something that those of you who are watching this, who watch my channel or even Rips or Rixta's channel, my first instinct was, well, who cares? What's more important to me is what streaming live, having fun while I stream, and if the VOD or whatever is muted, so be it. That's the reaction that I had. Fuck it, let it be muted. At least I'll be able to kick it and listen to oldies and shit and play and have fun live. And I would hope that that would be something that could perhaps get people to want to watch live more. Instead of thinking, oh, I'll go watch the archive later, maybe they'll watch live, which sounds like a cool idea to me. But I said earlier that a lot of people complained to me about the VODs being muted. So I was kind of stunned. I did not think anyone gave a fuck about them. When I do highlights on my channel, I mash the keyboard to title them. They're all like 11111, a bunch of letters. I don't even care about titles or nothing. I'm just trying to export them to YouTube when I do highlights. So I don't know, if those of you who have an opinion on that, I'm interested in what you would like to know. I'm not reading the chat now, so leave it in the YouTube comments when I upload this on YouTube so I can thoroughly examine that. But that's my instinct. What do you think, Rip?
How are you uploading your archives of the show even to YouTube? Is it from the archive, or is it through like your computer and re-uploading it?
I do either. It depends. Sometimes we've had fuck-ups where I've been super pissed, and then I have to do it manually. But if everything works out normally, then I use YouTube's highlight and upload feature.
Yeah, so I'm saying in this situation, like if the intro music got flagged here, but it wouldn't get flagged on YouTube or something, then you'd be screwed. You'd have to upload it manually. You wouldn't even get to use the upload feature, right?
What's even more fucked up about this that I just realized? So YouTube's content ID flagging bullshit, that actually just takes the song out. So, like, you could just remove the song.
It doesn't actually. It basically replaces the audio in that video.
Right, but
you can choose a song to replace it with.
You're right. But it takes only that part out, not 30 minutes. So if you have a 3-minute song, it takes only the 3 minutes out. But Twitch will take out 30 minutes. So in the case of this show, let's say the opening song gets flagged, right? The first whole 30 minutes will get muted, as opposed to on YouTube, where just that one song will get muted. So that seems really shitty too. I mean, why don't they just mute the one song? Maybe it's not advanced enough, huh?
Yeah,
I don't think they know. I think they just do an automatic. Oh, the song started 30 minutes. Because we don't know what's gonna happen.
Fuck you for 30 minutes. Timeout, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Timeout penalty.
Also, though, as far as I've read, uploading from Twitch to YouTube, they don't actually alter your audio. So you're still gonna have the same audio. It's just the mute is only on the Twitch's end.
Oh.
Oh, really? So if you upload it from Twitch to YouTube, it still has all the audio?
I believe so.
Wow.
And then it's up to YouTube to catch it.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's interesting.
If that's true, then that's pretty cool. It just basically doesn't let you watch it on Twitch.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like when you were surprised about people watching the archives, like I don't like watching archives because number one, Twitch's playback player sucks, so I hate it, and I can't. So I'm already pissed, already going through that. So yeah, I usually don't even watch it. I wait for it to get uploaded to YouTube anyways. But I mean, some people, if there's no upload to YouTube, then people got to deal with not listening to anything for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I noticed someone in the chat did mention that I think at least one episode of this podcast has been completely muted on YouTube. I do remember that. But there is another
the MLG one?
It has to be the MLG one.
No, you know what I did with the MLG one is I just didn't monetize it. So if you don't monetize it, then they don't give a
Twitch,
fuck.
that doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I guess it's automatically monetized on Twitch.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's where it's muted. I mean, on Twitch.
Damn, that's fucked up in so many ways. Sucks. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess at this point we wait and see, right? None of you guys are thinking of moving. I personally am not really thinking of moving. I don't see much of a reason to. I barely figured out how to use any of this shit as it is, so fuck that.
I mean, like, for me, it's like, I haven't gotten to stream in a while, and I will come back eventually, but if I lose enough subs by the time I leave or by the time I come back, then maybe I will jump, like, F it, like, what's the point?
I think it's gonna have to, like, for Twitch to really get hit though, they're gonna have to lose a certain community. I think right now the community that's most vocal about all these changes is the speedrunning community. I think if say like just by some random chance Riot Games and League of Legends, they're like, all right, well this sucks. We got because all of our streamers like to stream music. Our pro players like to stream music, and their shit's all getting muted. And they like have like some way to get everyone to another channel. Then they're gonna take a huge hit. So I think it's gonna be a slow process if people want to leave. But I think if one big community does it, whether it be the fighting in community, speed running, or whatever, I think it's gonna make a lot of noise, and then it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Well,
Yeah, you know what would be really crazy is if Twitch partnered with like Spotify or something for all their partners.
what the hell does that mean? That sounds like stuff I've heard recently too. What are you
I
talking
just
about?
made that up. I was just thinking
That
like,
sounds interesting. Yeah, it's because
like,
Spotify is what I use to stream music, basically.
right. I mean, the
Spotify
idea is
is
that
kind of like a Pandora.
Okay.
yeah, right. But I mean, the idea is that with this music thing is the artists and the record labels aren't getting paid for anything, right? And so they're like, "Yo, you're running ads on our music," which is the only reason people are watching that stupid stream, which is retarded. But that's their thing. They're like, "Yo, you're using our music, people are liking it, and we're not getting paid for any of it, right? While you guys are profiting, basically." So, these services like Spotify or Pandora, etc., they're paying these record labels for access to that music library. So, if an agreement can be made, between Twitch and Pandora or Twitch and Spotify, whatever, to pay the labels even more to use it also on Twitch, whatever, then maybe that's a workaround where, streamers can say like, hey, you know what? Yeah, we were allowed to use only Pandora or Spotify, whatever, when we stream, so that's what I'm using.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yep.
That sounds cool. I only use Pandora, and I don't really care. I'll go to whatever Spotify is. I'm sure it's the same shit. So, yeah, maybe that's
better.
a solution.
They should hire me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You're hired.
After all the shit you just talked.
I know.
Dumbass. Yeah, well, somebody's got to know what to fix, dude. Obviously, no one else there does.
You're fired.
Dumbasses.
You're way fired. And you said they have a vagina. They have a giant
was Ricky.
penis. Did it? Is
No,
that
yeah.
right? Oh, sorry,
Yeah, they
Ricky.
do. They definitely.
I just
have
want to
them,
be clear, Twitch. You guys have a huge penis in my book. Keep
Yeah.
up the good work.
And Eric's going to fuck it either way.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Penis or vagina?
Yeah. Eric's got you covered.
All right, clowns. What else are we talking about today? Oh, you know what? Before we move on, this isn't really a topic, but I got some guy, I don't know who it was. I should find out who, but it doesn't really matter. Tweeted me this grand final from I don't want to blow this part. I don't know what it is. Oh, Tekken Colombia TRP4 grand final.
Where is it at?
Where is it? Colombia.
Yeah, where's it? Oh, okay.
I think.
That's not what.
Look, there's three. Look, right now I see Colombia, Peru, and Venezuela right here, right? So it's very difficult to figure out what it's kind of cool because it's presented in this very sportsy kind of way. And the thing that I really liked about it is, check this out. So it has each of these guys. It's got their flag. It's got the thumbs down. It's during the load screen. It also does the Tekken Crash. Was it called Crash, that show? Yeah, it was. Tekken Crash style, each individual person's intro type of a thing. I like that. It looks good. And the matches are also really solid. So if you guys are interested, this is really a dope grand final. That's just one thing I wanted to bring up. I'm not going to show it right now, but it's definitely cool. The girl gets super pissed. You could see it. They go between the matches. They show the players, and he's saying some shit. I don't know what he's saying, but it looks pretty funny. He's like under his breath talking shit. So I thought it was an entertaining grand finals, and that's coming from someone who doesn't really watch that much Tekken in terms of YouTube, pre-recorded stuff. So
Were you playing the music from that video? The chat
Apparently
is saying you're gonna get
ears
muted
up.
again.
really, is that how that
Oh,
works?
God.
You play the song, you get muted.
What? Okay. How does
Don't
it?
use talking anymore, dude.
Wait a minute, but is it like more than 30 seconds, or is it just for 1 second?
I don't know, man.
dude.
Hey, man, Hanzo
Copyright, bro.
Gonzo got muted for singing, dude. You can't do too much with your pitch and your
Is that
voice. or else-
true?
Are you serious about that?
They said Hanzo did a song, or like he was singing a song, and it got he got
Ricky, let's
muted.
try to do it, dude.
Go for it. Fuck
Sing
it.
the song,
Go for it.
Nah,
Do it,
It's
Rick.
so
on,
hard.
Yo, Ricky, Bone Thugs in Harmony, you got
What?
Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Oh, I don't know that one. What is that, a band?
Yeah.
Hey, Rip, did you see that retweet I did of the Wu-Tang flan?
No, but that sounds
It
delicious.
was tight. It was tight. Anyway, what other dumb topics do we have to talk about?
He's
You
on
were
you.
saying some shit.
Costumes. There was costumes. So in at Comic Con, when the hell was that? 2 weeks ago now. They had an announcement about these guest artists coming on to what I thought was do costumes for the game. Like, previously they've had guest artists come in and like give Asuka that really slutty outfit in Tekken 5 and stuff. And so that's what I thought they were doing. And I thought that this time they were just going to have them do the costumes before the console release so that there would be an arcade release. But Markman corrected me on Twitter and he said they're actually not costumes. They're actually the redesigns or the complete designs for the characters themselves. So, going back to like how a lot of people complain like, oh, this character looks the same again and again, whatever. Now, apparently the guest artists are going to help at least redesign some of those characters.
So, do you mean like, because depending on the character, that could just mean a new shirt, right?
Right. Like, for example, they showed Lars and
right.
The Lars design, his cape thing is all like tattered up now. It looks like he's got some like dark eye makeup on one eye or something. And it's got like some.
It's like Heihachi's Lobo-looking Wolverine outfit, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, that's going to be his like standard outfit now. You know what I mean?
Are you sure about that?
That's what I'm saying. According to Markman, it's like he's saying they're not extra costumes. These are the redesigns for the character.
That's just what the character looks like now.
Right.
That sounds a lot cooler to me than just costumes because
exactly.
Yeah, costumes, who cares? Who gives a shit? Half the time they end up being with some bullshit cape that makes it hide lows or some, stupid rockets that turn mid. So I don't really like that idea at all in the first place. So that sounds cool. And I agree with that. I used to really, really like the whole, and I still like it, the whole every time a Tekken comes out, Yoshi looks different. I really like that. I've liked that since the beginning. I think that's such a cool idea. And they should really do that. Even in Tekken 4, I don't know if it was you guys or maybe me and Ricky, but when we were playing Tekken 4 recently, we were just reminiscing on how cool it is to see Marduk with hair or, Horang with short hair buzzed, or Paul's hair is down, It's like, or King's long hair is hanging out of his mask, That was super, super dope. So, I don't know, maybe that's the type of direction they're going in, That sounds good to me, too.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Okay, is that the thing you wanted to talk about? Because I didn't even know what you meant.
No, yeah, that was pretty much it.
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. It was cool because Markman got us into the VIP section in the front 2 rows, and we kicked these girls out. And then, dude, okay, so
nice.
So in Comic Con, they don't.
Dead.
In Comic Con, they don't clear out the room before every event, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in a hall, you get to stay there.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, Namco had the first 2 rows reserved, and like they knew it was reserved, but people were sitting in there from the previous panel. So we come in as like these VIP people, and like the Namco guys like kicking these people out of the chairs, and they're like, no, and they're like, the Namco guy he had his piece of paper just said like Namco reserved. He's just putting it down like where they're sitting, And so then they had to like eventually like get him leave. They're like, well, I guess we're screwed, right? They're like, can we come back after the panel? We're like, yeah, sure. And then while that's all happening, like I go and I sit down, whatever. I sit in the second row actually because I let the actual Namco guys sit in the front row, right? And then the actual Namco guys went to the side. So me and the people I was with, I was like, F it, let's just go sit in the front. So we sit in the front. And I get this comment on my YouTube channel from some guy who was there, like who's talking shit about me, saying that like I like kicked these girls out of their chair, and then one of my fans called me from the back, and I didn't even acknowledge him or anything. I was like, dude, this guy doesn't even know what is going on. So first of all, we didn't kick those girls out; they were kicked out by Namco. Second of all, I was like, the guy who said what's up to me was Shinku Hadouken, who we know from the chat. I turned to him, I saw him, I was like, oh hey, what's up? I gave him a nod. And that was it.
It's like a GTA like mannerism. Smell your hand after jerking off.
Before he had to look at it, press select, find which emote to do. Bow. Okay.
So anyway, that guy was like way out of line. Anyway, that was all.
Way out of line.
I was there.
Way out of line, dude.
You're way out of line, buddy.
Yeah. Watch your comments on my channel.
your personal and social problems are. I don't even give a fuck about that. Okay, you get some social skills together. But what I care about is I wasn't there. As someone who wasn't there, did I miss anything? Because I know Spooky rebroadcasted it. Broadcast it, whatever. And
it's muted.
It's probably muted, but I got to see the panel. I got to see the shitty questions that Tasty Steve and Matrix Matt asked. Basically the
Yeah.
same question.
Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
was
that
awesome.
pissed me off so much, dude. I mean,
Matrix
when I
Matt, you have an opportunity for a new question. I'll repeat what Steve said. Is that cool?
Dude, I was so pissed when I saw that because first of all, when they started asking questions, I thought they were just gonna be jabronis, like, what's Link Xiaoyu's favorite color, But then I was like, okay, Tasty Steve came up. He asked a good question, a reasonable one. Are you planning on doing it? Obviously, both those guys work at Round One Arcade, and that is the arcade that's gonna get it probably if anyone does. Hopefully, Super does as well, but that's the big money arcade in SoCal. And then up comes Matrix Matt, and he asks the same. Yeah, I just wanted to ask that same question again, and I was like, and this is the guy. Come on, man, you're repping the competitive scene. He introduced him as another competitive player. I was like, oh boy. Anyway, so was there anything that I missed as a viewer? Was there any cool info or nothing?
No. The only thing you missed was this guy right here, Rise of Incarnates, the comic book, 2 double issue thing, back and front sided. So that was pretty cool because I did like the comics. They're online, and tomorrow is the continuation of the beta on Steam, and tomorrow the new beta lets you play with your friends, so you can go 2v2. Rick,
Woo!
Tomorrow, like Friday?
yeah, 8/8, August 8th
Really?
is when it starts.
Do I have to reapply for that?
I don't think so. I think it's open to all Steam users. So anyone who has a PC and has Steam, you can get Rise of Incarnates beta tomorrow.
This is a new version then. Beta. The last one was an alpha.
Updated, yeah. And in the Comic-Con panel, I have it on my channel too, I think. But basically, they list all of the changes that are in this version,
Oh, cool.
and it's pretty significant compared to the original one.
Wow. Okay. And more characters, I hope.
I think there's at least one more character. I forget if there's more than one because they did show I think 2 new characters, but I think only one of them's in the beta. I forget. But yeah, you guys can check out the Comic-Con panel and see what they said. It's at the end, right before the Tekken 7 section starts.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, so I didn't miss anything at Comic-Con as far as Tekken goes. Was there anything else at Comic-Con that's pertinent to maybe fighting games or other games that I care about that you think I missed?
No,
No fighting games or nothing, huh?
no. I mean, because there was like Smash Bros. Like they were showing stuff, but it was also the E3 build, so it wasn't anything new in that regard. Mortal Kombat X was not there at all.
Weird.
And so there really was very limited fighting game stuff going on there. Markman and the SD Tekken guys, they had their fighting game room that's there. I think this was their 13th year doing it, which is crazy. So shout out to them for doing that for so long. And then there's actually a room right next to them, which also does fighting game stuff, and they also have mini tournaments. But there's nothing really newsworthy going on at those events. It's just kind of like mini tournaments, come hang out, play fighting games.
That seems so odd to me because isn't that like one of the biggest news events? Like
It's pretty large, but I think it's not really geared for video games. I think it is more geared for comics and movies and television still.
because it's a Comic-Con, but they announced all these games there. Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I mean, all these things were announced for the first time at Comic-Con.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm disappointed.
Oh yeah, the most interesting thing actually from that panel too was when they talked about Tekken 7 or Tekken Cross Street Fighter and saying that it wasn't delayed, that it's not canceled, and they were saying that they're just trying to find the right time frame for it to fit in. They want to give each of their titles a spotlight basically. So before I was talking about maybe they'd push out both games same time or something, but it sounded from there that they really do want to focus on one at a time. So even if Tekken Cross Street Fighter was very far along in development right now, it sounds like they don't even want to show it yet. Let's just switch gears and just focus on this one, make this one as good as we can. You know what I mean? And then after this one has had its time in the spotlight, then we can shift gears to giving spotlight to that game.
Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, since Tekken 7 is coming out real soon, did you ask them when or how long it'll be before we see gameplay? Because it feels like every day that goes by, they talk more and more about gameplay, and they talk more and more about you'll see it soon. You'll see it soon. So, I mean, did you get to hear anything about that?
Just soon, man. And I assume we're going to get to see gameplay this year. That's pretty much certain. And since it's already August, it's not that far.
Right.
What's
Yeah,
the next big event? Tokyo Game Show?
There's actually
Gamescom.
there's a Germany thing one. I think Gamescom's in Germany. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, there's Gamescom wherever that is, and
It's in
there's-
Venezuela.
oh really?
No, I'm just making that up.
Asshole.
I don't know.
Is that in Mexico?
Might be.
But yeah, so basically, there's a couple events. There's more than one event for the rest of the year, and so
Yeah.
and including strong style. I'm gonna count strong style as one
Right.
from two. So there's at
Oh,
least three
yeah.
events. So it's gonna be interesting next couple of months. Man, strong style is soon. We gotta
It's
register,
super
Rick.
soon. I haven't
I already
registered
registered.
either.
I
Did you
already
guys figure out
registered.
your ride situation?
Nope.
Yeah, Ricky's flying, but no one else is.
No, you know, I got one day off, so I can do whatever. It's just Friday's gonna be the bitch, you know, because I work that day.
Ugh, we can't do that.
We can. I mean, you just leave at 6.
We'll get there at like 3 a.m.
That's what we're doing
Leave
on
at
Friday.
6.
Damn,
That's
Ricky,
what
you
we're
can drive
doing.
with Darius.
No, there's no room there. They got mad at me.
We didn't get mad at you. There's just no room. I mean,
They got mad.
Ricky,
we're
you should have lost
pissed.
weight.
What?
No room, bro.
all right, whatever. Anyway, we're talking about strong style internet. If in case you guys don't know, it's September. When is it? 18th. Is that it?
28th.
28th. Is it 28th or 18th?
Better be 28th, because I won't be here otherwise.
Okay. Well, anyway, Strong Style's next month. It's a huge event. At this point, I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. There's one thing that I do want to mention about Strong Style that, you know, I've spoken to some of the guys that are working on the Strong Style production, right? And, you know, I don't know that many details yet, but this is something that a lot of people are putting a lot of work into. And one funny thing that came out of it, and I already mentioned it to Flying Wonky, but, you know, I spoke to them and they're like, okay, we're flying him out. You know, he's coming to NorCal and we're gonna use him to do some stuff, you know, like maybe we're gonna use him for this and that, you know, on the mic. We'll see how it goes. But they were like, have you ever talked to him? And I was like, I don't even know who he is. He could be a robot. I've never fucking talked to Flying. I don't even know if he has a voice, you know? So they were thinking like, oh shit, you know, this guy's supposed to speak, you know, for us. And we don't know if he's a numbskull or not. So I was like, well, you know, I could ask him to talk to me on the phone. You know, I could Skype call him. So I told Wonky in the chat, I was like, hey, Wonky, do you sound retarded? Because I really want to know, you know, and it's kind of important. So, you know, he's a good sport. I'm really happy that everyone came together and got him out there. And this is just going to be one for the record books. I've heard people talking about it in the chat. Everyone's saying it's even more hype than Evo. It's more hype than Final Round. You know, it's going to be special because it's only Tekken. So, I don't know. Everyone just needs to keep their eyes peeled on that. A lot of people are working hard to make that a dope event.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure 2 Atlanta players are gonna be there, named Speed Kicks and Anakin.
I heard something about that.
Damn,
Anakin
what?
put up like if the like a donation drive for Speed
Yeah.
Kicks.
Yeah, Speed Kicks I think was streaming and he's doing a little donation drive and he got enough money, so I think Speed Kicks and Anakin are both coming, at least from what I've
Wow.
heard, to Strong Style. So, and also Bronson has been saying that there are a lot of top players or a lot of known players that are coming to Strong Style that haven't registered yet. So he's a bit worried because you know they got you know they still got like 90 or 80 people I guess before they hit the cap. But if you guys haven't
80
signed up,
people before they hit the cap.
but I mean that's basically they filled up half of it already, and you still got like what pretty much a month left to sign up. So you know
Not
get on
even
it if you
though,
guys
right?
haven't
Oh,
done
yeah.
it yet.
How much does it cost to sign up total?
$53.
53.
Yeah, the $3 is the PayPal or whatever fee.
What about what are you buying? What are you buying?
You're buying the venue fee and the entry and the tag too.
Just for
What
one
about
tournament?
the team tournament?
Yeah, the team tournament and T4. I think you have to sign up at Strong Style.
Oh, okay.
Getting expensive.
Yeah. Ain't that
Donation
the
drive
fucking
right
truth?
now.
Yeah,
Everyone
everybody.
subscribe.
Donation drive.
You all subscribe. Me and Aris will go to Strong Style.
Yeah, right. Man, fuck you, dude. You got all kinds of jobs. Jesus Christ. Anyway, all right. So what other topics are we talking about? We covered Strong Style. I do want to mention that every week just so people know. Get off your asses and go. We talked about Twitch and the funky, you know, audio thing.
Uh-huh.
Costumes.
Oh, you know, one thing we didn't talk about the Twitch thing is that stream archives in the past have been able to be saved forever.
Oh, yeah.
And now that is not the case anymore. They kind of snuck this one in. They're like, hey, let's piss them off. And when they're really pissed off, we're taking something away from behind them. You know, like, so,
Tactics, man.
dude. Yeah. So now they're not allowing you to save the full archive indefinitely, but they are allowing you to save your highlights indefinitely still.
Yeah.
So
So
if
it's
you
just making
highlight
you
your stuff,
manually highlight it if you want to keep it.
right? And I've always just went in the past and clicked save forever, and in 3 weeks, they're going to delete all of the ones that were just saved forever that were not highlights. So if you guys like anything from my previous streams and you want to save it, I'm not gonna do it. So go save what you want to do because it's gonna be gone in 3 weeks.
Yeah, Are you serious? I don't
Right.
like anything from my previous streams. Fuck that. I'm all about the future and the present. I don't even want to fuck with that. That seems complicated. I constantly am messing stuff up with uploading to YouTube, deleting the wrong thing. So I'm no good at that shit. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to switch to Hunting Box or whatever it's called. The other one, the new one that everyone's jumping ship to. It just seems like doesn't OBS link to Twitch and that T notifier thing that took me fucking months to figure out. That thing uses Twitch. It's like, man, that took me months to figure this shit out. I'm not gonna.
Hey, someone just said, what about the Electric Wind God Fridays?
What about them?
They're just gonna be gone, huh?
I
mean,
most of
aren't
them
they
are
already gone?
I don't know. If they're there, they're gonna be gone. Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. If you guys want them, keep them. I don't know if they're even there. I don't even know if they're even there. Those are, that's fucked up, man. That's too bad. I mean, it makes sense though. Why would they Why would they use that much data to keep something that 300 or 400 people are gonna watch? Right? That part makes sense. The music ID and the live and not archived and all that stuff sounds retarded. So I don't know. This is all stuff that I don't really know much about, and all I know is that...
Put it in the fucking cloud, man. Everything's in a fucking cloud nowadays.
What the hell's a cloud mean?
I don't know. I just hear it all the time. It's like everything's in a cloud,
Wow, what an excellent addition.
Apparently, Google owns a cloud too, so
No,
put it
they
out
don't,
there.
dude. Shut up. God.
What does that mean? Are you guys talking some kind of joke that I don't know about? What is that shit?
Why don't you Google it, dude? They own it. Google it.
All right, I'll Google it, I guess. I had to do that about all these other things that I don't know what they mean. Fucking Hitbox or whatever. I thought they were talking about... Because everyone was like, I'm switching to Hitbox. And I was like, this is it. The Hitbox revolution finally started, and people are switching to the peripheral, But it turned out to be something I was not even expecting, so I don't know. Whatever. Either way, I'm sticking with Twitch for the time being. And it looks like you guys are as well. If you guys don't have anything else to cover, I was going to talk about something else, but, it's just...
Teams.
Huh?
You said teams.
Yeah, I was going to discuss that. But, instead of doing that, let me talk about this idea I had. So, Rip, you've done your morning bread and butters many times, and you're continuing, right? I thought last time you mentioned you might.
As long as, you know what? Actually, I probably will be able to again in September before Strong Style. So there is a good chance that I will try to hammer out a bunch of them if I can. Assuming things work out, my schedule should open up at the beginning of September. So I should have about 3 weeks before Strong Style, and I might try to just line up. I think I only have 10 more to go to finish all of Tekken Tag 2. So I might just try to do 10 of them before in those 28 days or whatever. So
that would be a serious accomplishment.
Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, a lot of people have been bugging me about you. Where's Rip? I don't fucking know. It's not my problem.
Dude, that's hilarious, by the way.
I finished that game,
Oh, shit.
I finished that. And the end of the game got flagged on YouTube because he uses that song, It's So Easy, It's So Easy, It's So Easy to... You know that one?
I've never heard of that song before in my life.
It's so easy to fall in love.
Sing it again?
I'm gonna get flagged.
It's too late. You already sang it.
It's too late. You already got flagged, dude. Just start singing.
Anyway. So I got flagged for that song because the end credits of the game. Also, I broke the game accidentally because you have a spell or something in the game called RNG, and it's like it randomly picks one of your skills and does it. And I was fighting against a boss that I was not supposed to be able to beat, and I used your RNG skill, and we got one called Double Flips. And it killed her. And so Double Flips killed the boss and over-leveled me so high that when, I don't want to spoil it, but someone else joined the party, he was so shitty that he kept on fucking dying every 5 seconds. It was just dead weight. No joke, just totally dead weight. So I had to complete the game, And, you know, it was really cool. Hunting Swan put together a very, it just is a testament, really, to me of how hard it is to make games. Because there were a lot of situations where I was accidentally walking through bugs and there's walls, I mean, you know, walking through all kinds of weird stuff. And, you know, overall, it just makes me think, man, those guys making Tekken 7 are screwed. Oh, it's going to be so hard. But I can't wait. Another thing about the whole showing gameplay footage soon, I was saying this earlier on my stream, but I feel like if they show gameplay footage, the first thing they're going to show is something new to the system, like the new system mechanic. So if there's something like Bound, we're going to see it in the first gameplay footage, just like the way we saw Tag Assault in the gameplay footage. Or was it Tag Assault? Yeah, they showed that. And the tag throws in the original tag footage. So I'm really excited just to see this new gameplay footage because it'll give us a glimpse at what the direction they're going in is, you know, the weird new feature, whatever it is. So even if it's something like supers or something like fire on your hands or, you know, something like that, we'll probably get to see it in the gameplay, which is coming soon. So I'm amped about that. Anyway,
It's gonna be so tight.
Yeah, I totally went on a super sidetrack.
I mean,
But-
the things I still really want for Tekken 7, sorry,
No,
but
go ahead.
they're kind of with what you just said right there. You know, our supers, like I want to see not necessarily super, but something very cinematic. You know, where you know you get like you know Ryu's face with his mouth opening up and a fireball charging him. You know what I mean? Just something like that.
What do you mean?
You know, something like that. And then, well, oh fuck, I forgot now. Whatever.
You know how they have the tag throws? I think that they should do cinematic throw types of animations like that for everything. Like it should, not everything, but a lot more. Because a lot of the time when you do a tag throw and it gets broken and there's that scuffle with 4 characters on the screen at the same time, that's actually what produces the most oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Yep.
So give them something to look at, you know? It's going to be dope. I can't wait. I'm like, the more time goes by, I get more excited about that shit. I can't wait.
And the other thing I want them to put in still is we've talked about this in the past is the characters talking during the fight.
Yes, I was just talking about this on my stream. Are you fucking copying me? I
Dude,
agree.
dude, these are the 2 things that I've had in my mind for like a couple weeks now.
I want them. You know, everyone in the chat was complaining about the Japanese. They wanted not American voices because they were so cheesy. I want that shit to be super fucking cheesy. I want it to be your form is poor. You know, like fucking like you know, the funniest fucking entertain me. You know, like the funniest fucking stupid. You disappoint me. You know, like all those stupid ass things that they say in Caliber. I want that shit to be in Tekken. I want Marduk to talk about getting your cameras ready. I want every character to speak English, really cheesy English.
Yeah, dude.
That's
That'll
what
be
I
awesome.
want. That's what I want. During the match, I want Miguel to go telefonazo when he hits you with the telephone, you know? I want that to happen. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think that would be cool. I think it would give the characters way more depth because they're speaking. You know, a lot of these characters just grunt and growl and shit. So I think it would give these characters more depth, you know? More, if they're going in
Give
a
all the
story
moves
direction.
a move name too.
That's what I'm saying. They say the move names, you know? That would be tight. That would be
Man.
super dope.
I was just imagining King like saying all the moves of like his chain throws, but then I realized he doesn't talk, so
He could
he'd just be
speak it-
growling the whole time.
Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know? I don't know. I think that would be a cool idea. Maybe if it's not as cheesy as I'm saying, but I think it would be a cool idea to have the characters speak more.
Oh yeah.
You know? But anyway, so yeah, the thing that I was going to talk about that I got totally sidetracked on was the other day I was streaming and I'm trying to learn combos for a team, right? And Jimmy J hit me up on Skype because he didn't feel like typing. And we did a little quick 10-minute thing. So I thought maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll, every now and then when I'm streaming and I want some combos, I'll call up Jimmy J. And, you know, the chat can request a team. And we'll see what the combos are. Quick. I mean, real fucking fast. I don't even want to hear it. When I called him, I was just like, give me the combos. You know, like immediately. I don't want it to be more than like 15 minutes. You know?
Yeah, I don't want it, and I also don't want it to drop ever. I don't want it to be complicated.
Yeah,
Just-
this is the see. So the premise of this show, and I'll probably do a quick YouTube video just describing the premise. But what I want the premise to be is I want that all the combos and strategies to be put through the Eris filter. So it has to be real fucking simple, real easy, consistent. These are like tournament combos, and I want it to be fast. But the most important thing I want it to be is I want it to be orienting. I want it to be involving the team aspect of it. So everyone always does tutorials on a character because the characters are so complex that they need tutorials. But nobody ever really talks about a team in terms of their synergy alone, as opposed to this character can do this and this character works with this. Here's a bunch of combos. So I was thinking that would be the premise. It might be a good idea. It's just a theory, but we're going to try it out a couple times. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye on the YouTube channel, and I will upload those whenever they happen. And like I said, they're going to be super just like, I'm streaming, he called me, what's up, tell me this shit, see you later, boom, flagged on YouTube. So that's basically what the plan is for that. If you guys are interested in that, put your team suggestions up on that video, and I'll check them out. And it's basically going to be if I like them. If I like your team, I'm going to ask them about it. If not, sorry, playa. But that's just one other thing I wanted to bring up. If you guys don't have anything else you want to cover, we can start getting to the bitch callings. That sounds like no, right? You guys got your bitches ready? Really? You guys don't have any bitch calling?
Why is Rip acting like that?
You guys both look like kids that are in trouble. You're not in trouble, guys. It's okay. I won't get mad. Just call someone a bitch.
We didn't do our homework, dude.
You...
Well, mine was going to be Twitch, but then that ended up being the whole show. And then the other one was going to be that other dude from the Comic-Con convention who left a comment on the YouTube channel, but I already did that.
Yeah, I that was kind of a bitch calling. You weren't really... yeah, I guess you said they have a vagina, Ricky, and then Rip had his way with them too, and that guy. So do you guys really want to call that as your bitch callings? Because the internet's not going to like that.
I could do another one.
Well,
do that.
Let's hear it.
So... I don't even know who I'm calling a bitch, but this is just a situation I was in where I was like, this sucks, so I went to the strip club on like Saturday or something.
Okay, this is getting good.
So, I'm sitting down, right? I'm not even close to stage, and I'm just with some friends. And my seat apparently was in the worst spot because all the strippers came up to me and started bothering me, and asking. Yeah, I was in the outside seat.
You guys have strip club strats? I've only been like one time. It just was a huge waste of money.
I didn't like the thing is that so I'm sitting there, right, and I'm getting bothered by these chicks, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, right? So I'm denying all of them, but I'm like, it's like they get so close to your face and ask you if you want to dance, and I'm like, hold on, like I can only see your face and I can't even tell what your body looks like. So
that is their strat, dude.
No, thank you. It's like, and I feel bad too because I'm turning everyone down, but it's like. Come on, dog! You're too close,
man.
You're too close. At least let me get a view.
The other strat is where they crouch behind your chair, so you only can see their face too. Watch out for that one.
Yeah, I got that one, and I was like, oh, Rips told me this strat. No, thank you. And she got up. I was like, yep, that's the reason why you
guys
crouch.
like. Are you guys frequenting these kinds of establishments? You guys have strats.
I don't have strats.
No strats.
Maybe I'm behind. I've only been one time. I thought it was so whack. I was like, man, what is this shit? A bunch of people asking me for my money. What the hell? It's like the internet, except they want my money. Fuck that. I don't like that shit.
You should make them subscribe to you.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you just tell them, you know what? Why don't you give me your money? I'll give you a dance. You're too close. Back it up. Give me your money. Give me your wallet and car keys, motherfucker. That's one of my... When I steal something in the game, I say that shit. That game's tight.
Also, okay. There's one more story for my adventure at the strip club. So my buddy, he wants to change a 20 into ones, right? And
okay.
so next to the stage, there's a machine to do that. So he puts his 20 in there, and then I guess there was two options, right? One's like get the 20s in one. The other one's like make it rain or something, right? So he presses the make it rain button, and like his back is to the stage, so he can't see it. But his $20 turned into ones, and it shot out on the stage, like digitally, right? Like he didn't even realize he just gave the two strippers up on the stage $20. So he's like, where the hell's my $20?
Sucks. Why would he push make it rain? What a dumbass.
He thought it was like a funny play on words or something.
It's gonna rain on him. Like here's your money. Just drop singles all over his head.
So it's like he PayPal'd these two strippers money. Because
Wow,
it's like
that's
I,
tight.
it's like they don't even know who made it rain. So that was cool.
That's pretty crazy,
Oh
man.
my
It seems so
God.
archaic. Like, imagine if people donate to your stream, but they choose the make it rain option and it like fires out
That
of
would
your
be sick.
computer.
It should come from the roof.
You never know. It's the future, man. Just wait.
Oh my God.
All right.
Damn.
I feel like I've got tons of bitch callings this week. So many that it's like, I don't even give a fuck. But one thing that I think is really, really on my mind, and it's been really bugging me, is that Super Arcade is closed. And I really didn't appreciate it when it was open enough. It's not gone. It's not gone. But man,
It sucks.
it sucks. I'm just I'm talking to myself. Like there's no one around. I don't see anybody. I talked to Charles. I mean, I talked to the fucking chat. They're all just such assholes. Everyone constantly. I was so proud of myself. That is the bitch. That is the bitch. I was so proud of myself when I figured out how to use that T notifier thing. And you know what happens? Everyone not only unfollows and follows so that it does that noise over and over, but then people start doing, Eris loves the fat dicks, or fucking ripping Eris 69, or some shit, like bullshit like that. And I'm thinking, I went from nice job, Eris, to fucking nice job, Eris. Fuck! It's like, it was just, you guys are all bitches. That's what I'm getting at.
No, you know
Everyone
what?
in the chat room.
But you fucked up though. You're not supposed to put the follow button. You're supposed to do it
Yeah,
only for
just the
subscribers.
That's not true. I was emulating people that I watch.
Yeah, but the followers
So you're
is only.
topping people again, huh?
Yeah. People that
No,
are
you-
really successful.
No, you
like
don't do-
people with a lot of subscribers and followers, they thank every follower. I don't see anything wrong with that.
They also
No,
suck
but
a lot of dick airs.
Yeah.
Suck a lot of dicks?
Yeah.
Yes.
What does that
No, what
mean?
You should be doing that, dude.
Is that the way to the top?
Fat one.
So that's how you have all these jobs and I don't. Okay. Well,
No, see, you fucked up though, because if you put it as followers, then people don't even have like, oh, I don't even need to subscribe. He's gonna get a laugh out of this Hagrid motherfucker. It's like follows. It's like if that guy subbed, then you'd be like, oh, well, you're not funny, but hey, thanks for your money. It's like that. You just like now they're getting cheap laughs and
well, I could turn it off, but I just went through so much work. Oh, well, you know what, internet? You guys are my bitch calling today.
man, the
Either
people
way, it's
watching.
cool. 420?
Yeah, look at that. Right? Yeah, 420, right?
Damn, we gotta hurry. Anyway, so let me give you guys an opportunity to plug your channels. Go ahead. Who's
Wait,
first?
wait. My bitch calling. It's gonna be a mini one.
Oh,
It's
sure.
gonna be Kane and Just Frame James for the stupid ass argument they had
What
on
argument?
Facebook. Ricky,
Oh,
you
yeah,
saw
that
this, right?
They had a stupid argument on Facebook. It was
Dude.
hilarious.
What was it
James,
about?
James is like posting up like, hey, last night was Wednesday night fights. Like, hey, all you guys come over. You guys are all invited, whatever, right? And then Kane gets in this argument like, why are you still having like Wednesday night fights on Wednesdays? Like the arcade is closed. Just hold it on the weekend or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And so James gets really defensive about it. And he says like, no, I gotta like take care of my girlfriend. I like, it's hard to get work off. And then I gotta do home work, and like he had a space between home and work. And so Kane replies back with like, housework? Did you really call out housework? That's the card you're gonna play? And James is like, the fuck? And so it was like the dumbest argument ever. And then they
guys
realized that, yeah. So
Those
anyway,
guys
those
are
guys
both
bitches.
bitches. For sure. Definitely. James and Kane? Oh, boy.
That
Maximum
was
level.
hilarious.
Maximum level, for sure. Anyway, so yeah, Ricky,
Oh,
plug
yeah.
your shit. Or, okay, Rip, plug your shit.
All right,
Level
fine. I will eventually stream again on twitch.tv/levelupyourgame.
Cool. Ricky?
I stream on twitch.tv/RickSteezy. You better, RickSteezy with 3 E's. You better watch it live because that shit is always going to be muted, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Me too,
Alright.
Internet. If you guys
Mine
want to
too.
watch my shit, you better catch it live, because I like music. That's it. That's the way it's going to be. So catch it live, and archives are all muted. Am I forgetting anything? I really feel like something important.
You didn't cut it off.
No, I didn't. I swear to God. I didn't cut it
No.
off.
What?
We always talk about the post-cut-off conversation, like the behind-the-scenes footage is always super good for this show.
Uh-huh.
It never is. We're just lying.
Wasn't
Wait, is
there
it
one
cut off
other
yet?
thing? No, I didn't cut it off.
We're still
There-
on the air.
Yes, we're still on
Okay.
the air. Don't say anything you're not supposed to say.
Good, because I almost did again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Avery keeps telling me to mention West Coast Warzone.
Why? I am the defending champ, though.
I thought Tekken Tim won that shit or something.
Yeah, right. He got third place. I beat Just Frame James with my paw in that tournament.
Yeah, West Coast Warzone is going to be the first week of, I think first weekend of September, but Tekken's going to be held all on Friday, up until top
Damn.
4. The top 4 is on Sunday.
What?
Where is that?
Irvine, probably?
Orange County, somewhere down there.
And when is it?
The first week of September?
What? That's like really soon.
Yeah, it's about a month.
Whoa.
How much does it cost to enter?
A lot.
I'm not entering.
Probably.
That.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be one of those, venue fees plus a tournament type of thing. So,
That
if
is
you guys
fair.
are interested, you should definitely go. Yep.
Yeah.
16-bit is going to be there for Injustice.
I might go, but I don't think I'll play. I can't afford that. If I'm gonna enter strong style and eat, it ain't gonna happen. So anyway, I can't remember what the last thing is. Internet. Oh,